Peace and high frequencies, everybody. Blackfoot Witch, the Dream Oracle is here. And I want to share the dream that I had night before last. I was trying to record this yesterday and it all went to hell. But we're here now. You know, wherever hell is, that's where it went to. Or heaven. Or the cloud space. I don't fucking know. But anyway, I want to talk about the dream. I still remember it, so no big deal. It was, I was pregnant. But before I go into that part, the night before, let's say today, just for reference, let's do this. For reference, today is Tuesday, all right? The first part of this dream, I had Saturday night going into Sunday, right? So Saturday night dream, wake up Sunday. I dreamt that my partner, my boyfriend, was trying to get me pregnant. And I was like, okay with it all. I was like, okay, da-da-da-da-da. So that was the dream Saturday night going into Sunday. Now, the dream that I had Sunday night going into Monday, I was pregnant from the previous dream of him wanting to get me pregnant. And, which, you know, had fast forwarded, 24 hours and I'm pregnant. And next thing I know, I'm having this baby. Now, my belly wasn't like full term. It didn't look like a full term pregnancy. It looked like I probably may have been 4 or 5 months tops. And glad I had to redo this video because I do want to share another part of something that happened yesterday that fits in. So I'm about 4 or 5 months pregnant, but I feel the baby pushing, wanting to come out. So I'm like, okay, I gotta have this baby. Now I'm at a hospital, but it was more so like a clinic. It wasn't like a high-end, nice, you're gonna get the care you need hospital. It was more so of a, you know, we doing what we can do. We're short staffed. We're gonna get to you when we're gonna get to you. We may not go through all the protocol we need to do it right, but whatever, you here, you know what you're gonna get, right? So I'm pushing and I'm calling, asking for a nurse or a doctor to come in because the baby want to come out. I can't hold it. The baby wants to come out. So next thing I know, I'm delivering the baby on my own. I've pushed. The baby has come out. I see like everything coming out, the blood, the body, everything. I take and I grab, it was a boy, and I grab the boy and I hold him on like my stomach, chest area, like right up in here on my torso. Now, the trick part to this is the umbilical cord was not attached to the baby at all. The umbilical cord was completely off. It was like umbilical cord hanging out of me, baby laying on me. Neither were attached, okay? So that, and then the nurse finally comes. When the nurse comes, she grabs the baby. She has no gloves. She looked like she'd been all over the hospital, not sanitary in any type of way. And I was saying, like, you need some gloves on, and she was like, I ain't got time to get no gloves, and da-da-da-da-da. And it was weird. She was like, I got to take him, get him cleaned up and stuff. But the interesting part to that, the baby didn't have nothing on him, like he was clean. It's almost like when you get out the shower, you dry off, like that's how he was. That is, I don't know what that is called. But that's how he was. So she said, I got to take him and clean him up. So anyway, that happens. I move around in the bed. I go into another dream state. Now, the second part of this dream state, same night, this is Sunday going into Monday. I dreamt about my ex-boyfriend from high school and him getting married. We were at church, some church, I don't know, but he was on the pulpit and he made the announcement that he had gotten married. He had the marriage license and he signed the marriage license like up there on the pulpit. He said to make it official. And I started to feel some type of way. I was kind of like, you know, why I ain't get married? Why I ain't with him? Or da-da-da-da-da. And then I came back to my senses, like, I ain't want him no way. Like, why I feel like this? But my family was a bit upset because they wanted me to be with him, which was crazy. And yet I got over, I'm like, that's crazy. I don't even know why I'm feeling like this. And I ended up going up to him. I congratulated him. I remember his wife that he had married in Dream. I don't know who this one was. And she came over and I congratulated her. And then I wake up. So that was the dream. This is what the message that I received from all of that is. The first part of it, the pregnancy and having the baby. I've seen, and if you haven't checked it out, please check out Pam Gregory. She goes into this where she's an astrologer. I've watched her for years. She shares how our chromosomes have changed. Our cells are changing. We're coming into being a new human, right? And so in that dream, being that the baby was detached from the umbilical cord, it's more so we're the new human. We are being created as the new human without attachments. There's no need for us to go back through that process of being attached to the mother. We're detached. Also, what I saw and felt within that dream is that not only that, but we are birthing our higher selves into this physical form. There's no need for that baby of that higher self baby that's being incarnated into this realm. Not saying like physical wham baby, but being that it's a new birth into this realm, there's no need for it to go through that process, the umbilical cord, all of that, that it's just gonna come into this realm already ready to go, cleaned up, no need to do anything, it's ready to go, right? And so we may feel tired, we may feel like we need to get some sleep, or we may feel ready to go. It can be both ends of the spectrum. But because the baby was asleep on me when he came out, it makes me feel like we may go into like a deep sleep for whatever the case may be. Like I had the flu. I slept for several days, and that was me really coming into, this higher state, integrating this highest self of this person, character that I am here in this realm, integrating those two, which was the next part of the dream, the marriage. That's the integration of the higher self with this physical form that's already been here, coming together, merging, that merging of self. We signed off on this. We signed off on this when we agreed to reincarnate back into this physical form as this character that you see here now, with this face, this hair, this skin tone, this voice, this distinctive voice, this distinctive walk, movement, right? Nobody has the same walk. Nobody has the same speech or sound, right? We're all different, right? It's our identity, right? So coming back into here with a distinct identity of the persona or character that we are merging. There's no need to be rebirthed. There's no need to be connected to the umbilical cord. All right? We are dropped in. We're here now. And so that was my dream the other day. I wanted to share that. I was trying to get it out yesterday. Of course, I had technical issues. The way that I recorded was totally whack. So, who cares? We're here now. It was a reason for me having to redo it. I count everything as being on time when it's delivered, when it shows up. So no worries on that end. I hope that you all received something from this dream state message. Now, what I did want to share yesterday, we hosted an event for the community. One of the ladies that sat at the table with me was pregnant. Not only was she pregnant, she looked to be 3 months. I asked her, I said, what are you, 3 months? She said 4. Right? And I was like, okay, she's 4 months. Interesting. She's sitting here at my table. I saw her rubbing her belly because she was so little. You really couldn't tell she was pregnant unless she told you, and she was rubbing her belly, which made me know that she was pregnant. But it was also that confirmation of the dream. And that was before I had even shared this. So it was confirmation of the dream. And I thought about this when I was starting to record this. I was like, hell, that was the confirmation that we are birthing the new human within self. And it's nothing that we have to get pregnant physically and go through the physical form of introducing this new human. We are the new human. And we go through processes of rebirth when we sleep, when we go through cleanses, when we go through upgrades, when we receive downloads. We are rebirthing. We're birthing that Superman, that Superwoman into this reality. This 2025 is the beginning of the ushering in of the new energy. We already did the split. The split started to occur in 2020. The split is just being more aware to those who aren't awakened. Now they're seeing it more. But us who've already been in this walk, we saw the split start to occur 2019, 2020 when it started. Of course, we're really down into it. Same thing with 2025. The birthing of the new human starts now. Most of the world won't catch up to it till probably 2030, 2029, 2030, when you'll see like, hey, this is going on. But we're here. Our chromosomes, our cells are changing. We're reformulating. We're starting to look different. You may even look at yourself and say, hey, you see different things on you that may look different. Either you'll gain weight, you'll lose weight. I just got like new mole on my face. I'm just like, okay. I'm thinking different. Certain things, it's just spot on with clarity because I'm walking more in Source Speaks, right? So Source Speaks more in integrating into everything that I do from a higher self, a higher consciousness. So at first, within the walk, we were trying to find the answers. Like I told you, I cleaned out my altar and that whole space. We were trying to integrate Source more into who we are. Now we don't have to do that so much. It's already integrated. All right. So that was the message I wanted to share from the dream space. I hope you received that message. And as always, I leave you in peace and high frequencies, everybody.